Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, sit a while for we are playing some more Fate Tactics. Alright, so I do believe that I've been everywhere, so let's go to Hokkaido, where we are warned that there's no coming back, so that might be the end. I don't know. Sounds like it's about to be the end, but who knows. Have you thought about what you wish to do with the stone? We're going to destroy it. What? I created the stone. I'm partially to blame for everything that happened here. There is plenty of blame to go around. The stone didn't do all of this on its own. Are you ready, Peony? Let's go. I had been spending a lot of time with Doran, the traveling merchant. Whenever he would come to our village, he would tell me stories of his travels. I had been far more places and seen much more than him, but I liked his stories. The world seemed so much better through his eyes. He could always find a way to make me laugh. We would walk through the forest on the mountain's edge some nights. He was considering building a house in the village since he comes here so often. One day, something felt off. I couldn't explain what felt wrong. The more I thought about it, the more it seemed like something had been strange for a while. The occasional odd joke, an awkward sentence. It was starting to bug me. So I confronted him when we were alone on one of our regular walks in the forest. That laugh, I'll never forget it. It was the same twisted laughter from all those years ago when he turned my uncle to stone. Each-Uisge laughed in my face as he revealed himself. My mind jumped back and forth trying to figure out how and when this had all happened, until it finally settled on one thought. For Each-Uisge to have taken his form, Doran must already be dead. It was at that moment, when I was at the height of my despair, my exiled soul found me and forced its way back into my body. I could feel it screaming inside my head. Destroy him. Ooh. I remember the look of shock in his eyes as I hit him with such force his body disintegrated. There's no way he could have survived. Every cell in my body ached from the reckless explosion of mana I had unleashed. As my mind began to focus and my breathing slowed down, I remembered why we were walking in the forest, what I had to tell Doran that day about the child I was carrying. So that's what really happened. Doran didn't abandon us. Mama. Mama, does that mean that Each-Uisge is... I don't know. I don't know when you replaced Doran. If I thought even for a moment that you were... I know I would have killed you. Oh. But there was still a chance you were Doran's. The only thing I have left of him. I fragmented and scattered my memories. Then I convinced myself Doran had run off for one reason or another. I did all of this so that I would never question what you are. My peony, my magical flower that could break the curse on my life and make me happy again. My little flower. Oh my. We might be the child of a terrible, terrible being. Peony, no more pumpkin pie tonight. Eat your vegetables. Oh dear God. I'm amazed you still have to. What the heck was that? I think that may have something to do with it. That huge pillar of light. What on earth could be causing that? I can feel its mana from here. Some kind of curse. Whatever Each-Uisge and his brothers were up to, I think we were too late. It's coming from the south. Seacross. It has to be coming from Seacross Island. How do you know? He's taunting me. Seacross is where this all began, when I failed to reseal the elemental gates. We have to go to Seacross now. Oh. I got a new spell. Oh yeah. Alright. Confront Each-Uisge. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Looks like the final battle, huh? Well, let's go ahead and attempt it. Why is it so calm here? Everything we passed on the way here seemed like it was falling apart. This curse seems to be pulling at weak points where the two worlds did not merge properly. You mean the world tears like the dry scar in Hokkaido? Right. It's all being pulled towards here. Seacross is kind of like the eye of a storm right now. The lights are all on. Surely there cannot be people living here, no? Oh, there are sure to be corrupted Fae around, but other than that, no one could live here. I'm sure Each-Uisge set up the lights to guide us to him. Feels like the curses I encountered in Ethereal. That curse was for manipulating the souls of the dead. Is that what's happening here? Possibly. Seacross is where the souls of the Fae go when they die. It's the opposite of Alma. I don't think there is going to be any good food on this island. Maybe we leave now? Tom, get off the boat or you'll get no dessert. Fine. This is looking like it's gonna be rough. Chico, my boy, you ready? Woof. Okay, so I think that's gonna be... It's about time you all arrived, after all the effort I put into this family reunion. I was beginning to think you wouldn't show. You dare wear that face in front of me again? How is that? I figured it was appropriate for a meeting with our little girl, but if it really bothers you, I can change into something more comfortable. How's this? Damla. What have you done to Damla? I haven't done anything. This has always been me. I don't blame you, Tom. Even my dear brothers have no idea about my real identity. One of the advantages of being the first one born. I killed you back then in the forest, I'm sure of it. You did, but you see, as the first of the primal elementals, I am not part of the soul cycle. As long as my soul is intact, I will always be reborn as myself. That's not to say it didn't hurt. No, don't be like that, Claudia. Out of all the toys I've ever had, you are my favorite. You don't know it, but that is quite an honor. I've been alive for eons. I've created curses like the one you see here countless times before. Each time I've wiped the earth clean so that I could play with a new set of toys. This era was turning out to be particularly dull until those warlocks created the elemental gates, splitting the world into two like that was quite a feat. Having half of my playthings locked away from me was unbearable. Honestly, I think the warlocks may have been onto me and just made the gates to slow me down. So I set into motion plans to unseal and destroy the gates. And that is when I met you, Claudia. When we first met, I didn't think much of the little crippled girl chasing after her uncle. Quite a pitiful creature you were. To my amusement, you kept fighting on until you found yourself at the final gate. The tiny spark of mana I saw in you had grown so much in such a short time. I thought turning your uncle to stone before your very eyes would be enough to break you. Not you. You continued on to face the Dryad Queen I had manipulated into protecting the gate. You defeated Ninu, but you didn't manage to seal the gate. That strain on your sickly body should have been enough to kill you, but you survived yet again. I spread lies about you, an evil witch that opened the gates causing a calamity. You became known as the girl who destroyed the world, and you just carried on with a new identity. I tricked you into wiping out an entire Basilisk clan with the promise of a cure for your uncle. When you realized the flower was a lie, it must have felt like he died all over again. But you managed to move past it and find a new life in the northern mountains. In all my lives, I had never encountered a creature as resilient as you. You had become a distraction, so I had to leave you for a while to continue my work. If left unchecked, life on this planet will eventually grow to become a threat to the Earth itself. It's my job to reset the world before that happens. This era had run its course, but I couldn't bring myself to end it without breaking you first. I returned to the mountains to see you one last time. After watching you with Doran, I realized two things. I knew how to break you, and I was jealous. Breaking you alone wasn't enough. I needed you to know it was me that did it. I thought I had you for sure that time. Then you decided to shatter your mind and lock your memories away, just so you could go on living what I had done to you. Just so you could go on living with what I had done to you. Incredible. There are no words for how I feel about you, Claudia. Defiant to the end, I see. No matter, all of the suffering and death caused by my brothers is the source of the curse's power. You cannot stop it. You've lost. My only regret is that I didn't get to spend more time with our daughter. She is quite something, is she not? She's not your daughter. Oh, perhaps not. Why is it then you neglected to tutor Peony in water magic as thoroughly as the other elements? Are you afraid it may awaken something inside her? That thing she wears on her head, you made it to counter her mana sensitivity. Are they for her protection or chains made to suppress what she is? You have no way of knowing, do you? Was it me or Doran you had so much fun with on those moonlit walks in the forest? Maybe we should roll around in the snow one last time, just to see if you can tell the difference. Shut up. You will die here, and we will break this curse. No matter how many times you come back, I will be there, and I will destroy you. Ooh. It's no use. You've already lost. But if you still want to play, I'm more than happy to. Ooh. Okay, oh wait, I have 4? I guess. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, if I have 4, then I am going to... Okay, that might be good for her. I'm gonna try and get that for her. Oh god. I wish I could look at the... So it's probably water. Let's try with this, and then I might have to get something different. Wow, okay, so they got me a Gorgon right behind me to start. Alright, good start, good start. Can't hit very hard on that. Man, I barely did any damage there. Nice, there you go. Of course that's not gonna work on the bus. At least I wouldn't think so. How to approach the big bus. too happy that Chico's all by himself. But it is what it is for now. Alright. Probably should leave some of the fruits there. Alright, so reinforcements are coming. Ow. 100% humidity. So we're not going to worry about that. To go behind. Looks like the bus is just gonna be like hanging out on the back there. My Peony needs a heal. Oh, got triple spells? Wow, okay. Peony. Neutral ready for Claudia, that's what we want. Alright, let's get that going. Oh, Antwerp. Okay. Take care of that harpy. We decided to move corruption. it's time to try to take care of this. Such a huge area. Oh, he doesn't have a whole lot of bars there. Couple more monsters. What do they get here? Got a phoenix over here. A dragon matriarch. We have that. Can. Try this. I needed a heal. Nice. Oro is need of a heal. Not that great, better than nothing. Let's see if I can continue to protect her. For you to get a fruit. Oh boy. Okay, so now they brought some real stuff. Already, and I don't have anybody near. Wait. Well, we are in the health department. Doing okay-ish. I have a couple of characters that that are holding on by not too much. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Heal for everybody. Alright, so my Dampier used guts. Let's boost my HP again. Oh wow, hit for 156 on the boss. Those things were not fun. I don't want to have to face it again. That could have ended right there. Yeah, it has ended anyway. I can't remember the last time someone has pushed me this far. You are all deserving of my love. Before you die, I shall show you the true face of the first elemental. Whoa. You're a little bit bigger. I won't give up. Everyone is counting on us. As long as we're alive, we'll keep fighting. Oh my. Alright. So I kind of ignored some of those what are those things? I had been ignoring those. Oh my. So every time that I hit you, you're going to do Tranquil. Okay. Let's do that to start. Let's go ahead and do this. I think this is the final boss for real. I should have known better that in RPG the final boss wasn't just one form. I have an idea of what I want to do. Oh, I forgot to look at those crystals. I don't know what they do. That has me a little worried. What's that over there? Fairy Archon. Cursed Mana Shore. Detonate after one turn. Okay. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I hit Gaia on here, doesn't get Tranquil to trigger, but if I hit here it does. Okay. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh boy, Mark Rose, huh? Should I heal? Probably should get it on the peon. Stress levels. I think we're at the end. Oh, okay, so I should probably go ahead and attack the crystals, huh? Makes sense. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yeah, I need to destroy those crystals as soon as I can. Gotcha. Okay. Got it. Always better when you understand the mechanics. Sadly, sometimes you have to figure the mechanics out as you go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Come on, get damaged. Woof, woof. Come on, do two. So of course the Gremlin King is still there. These are son of a submariner. That's better. Yeah, I've been eyeing that platform for once since the beginning. 753, wow. Sadly for this turn, I think I have to take care of this. I don't want to. I really want to deal 753. I think I can afford it. Now imagine if she can get Terra Rain going. Wow. Let's take care of this. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay, that part is gonna suck. Oh boy, poison all over the place. Is that a mimic ball? I think it is. Sadly, I don't have a great way to cure poison right now. No, a changeling, not a mimic ball. Oh. So the Gremlin King wasn't really terrible to take care of, I suppose. Oh god, she's ultra ready. As long as she doesn't die, that's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so Gaia's gonna challenge me. Not too worried about any of that. We're good, we're good. We're still doing good. It's useless to use that, so let's do... Almost down. I should have attacked with Claudia. I think that would be the end if I would have done that. Ow. I think you're a little late to do that. You're doing good, Oro. You're taking one for the team. Oh, there you go. To think you would go this far. Just die already. As you scurried about to recover your memories, what did you think you were doing? Righting wrongs and saving lives? What about the lives you didn't save? What about my dear brothers that you killed? The primal elementals, pillars that both created and balanced the world's energies. It can't be. Good, now you're beginning to understand. Like I said before, the chaos and death caused by my brothers fueled the curse. Fuel I used to burn the souls of my dear brothers. It was the deaths of the primals that caused this. They didn't know, did they? That you set them up for us to kill them? Of course not. If Rifle knew what I was actually up to, he would have killed me himself. In this weakened state, since the last time you killed me, I stood no chance against his power. The warred-up Prince Mercury was the only being strong enough to suppress Rifle's power. If not for him, you all would have been easily destroyed as well. With my death here, the extinction event curse cannot be broken. You will all be wiped out. In time, I will be reborn to begin the game anew. Do you see now, Claudia? All of this was your fault. You played the role beautifully. Now you truly are the girl who destroyed the world. What do we do now? Pew! I can't believe it's going to end like this. Mama, without the primal elementals, we can't break the curse. What if there's one primal left? Peony, no! Oh. No, 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 no. Peony, open your eyes. Please wake up, little flower. My little flower. I was wrong. You did save everyone. Fate Tactics, the girl who saved the world. Chico stays with Claudia and keeps her company in her workshop back in Alma. He regularly patrols the area around Mount Alma and protects all its inhabitants. His body became so accustomed to the Stormwolf transformation that he was rarely seen out of it. After some time, he became known to the locals as Stormwolf, guardian of the Sacred Mountains. Pichon returns to a life of prize fighting. He builds an orphanage and daycare center in Obedum, to which he sends most of his winnings to keep running. He eventually retired undefeated. Orowansa starts a farm in Rowan to live out of her days alone. Her home becomes a beloved landmark to the locals because of its beautiful flower gardens. She manages to grow flowers and crops on her land that were previously thought impossible to grow in the region. Perhaps her tribe never needed the Basilisk Emerald at all. While half of Grunhold rallies behind Erisold, the other half hold fast to their stubborn ways. Believing Erisold is under the influence of a demon like the previous High Priest, they revolt against her and her followers, leading to a civil war. While Erisold's side was victorious in the end, the number of casualties suffered by the Aligronian Empire proved too much for it to ever recover from. As Tom Tildrum returns home to face his rival, he's met with shocking news. 9 cats stood before him carrying an ornate coffin, and from Tom Tildrum that Sim Toldron was dead and that now Tom was officially king of the cats. When Tom asked how Sim met his aunt, the lead cat Seed replied, "He choked on a chicken bone." Word spread about what caused a curse that nearly destroyed the world. As people learned about the brave witch that broke the extinction event curse, the general attitude towards human magic users began to change. Witches became known as sorceresses, and eventually organizations formed with the goal of training and educating them. Cyril's bakery thrived and became the core of Ingenton's growing economy. Travelers from all over came to try the world-famous Peony Special, a pumpkin ice cream and ginger cookie sandwich with whipped cream topping. Lenidia's final scene miraculously birthed an Archon. The new Archon, Melodia, revitalized the Doro fairy clan. With Easy at her side, the fairies developed friendly relations with the humans in Rockfall Valley. The Gremlin King keeps his word in guiding his subjects in a better direction. Over time, he developed a massive transport network using the underground tunnels linking his various former hideouts. People began to see gremlins as traders and merchants rather than thieves and scoundrels. The Gremlin Postal Service became widely used between all of the countries on the continent. Claudia met with academics and leaders of the various countries and showed them the notes she recovered from the dead researcher at the Frozen Scar. They all agreed that if there are beings still trapped in the other world, the situation with the world tiers needs to be monitored. A joint research team was formed to confirm the existence and assess the potential threat of the being beyond the tier. Kaido held a grand celebration for the coronation of King Mercury as well as his marriage to Queen Cardia. With Cardia's support, Shialan refugees were eventually accepted into Kaido. The Shialans became world-renowned lapidarists and craftsmen of magical items, making them central figures of Kaido's economy. As she prepares to leave her home on another journey, Peony is stopped in the doorway by her mother. "You don't have to go out there, Peony. You've done enough. It's dangerous to keep doing this without magic." Peony gestures at the sidearm on her hip given to her by Erisold. She sings "I love you" to her mother, then turns to walk out of the door. She hasn't decided where she's going yet, but she can't wait to get there. Peony's not dead. And now we have the end credits. Alright, so that was a fun little game. I really liked this game. It was a little bit different for a tactical game. There was kind of a simplicity to it, but yet there were kind of difficulty spikes at the same time. So by simplicity, I don't mean that, you know, it was mindlessly easy or anything like that. Just that, you know, you don't have a whole lot of different abilities and everything that you can assign to your characters. It's really dependent on the equipment and scrolls you give them, so you're kind of limited in that way. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I like that the game had kind of its own soul to it. There was, you know, some humor mixed in, and you know, I had a pretty good time overall with the game. It was pretty fun. And you know, for a indie title, that was there was quite a bit of content. Again, I think maybe they didn't go all the way into like abilities and everything, and that's okay. And instead, they focused on, you know, giving us some, you know, some maps, and then the free battles are different on any given map depending on if you have a special event going on there and everything. So that kind of adds to the replay value without having to tackle in a ridiculous amount of content, extra content. So that was pretty fun. I don't really like to give scores or anything like that, but personally, I would give this game probably a solid 8 out of 10. Keep in mind where I'm from, 6 out of 10 is a passing grade, so at 8 out of 10, that's a pretty solid performance. I would just have, like, I really like tactical RPGs where I have like super control over my my characters with a whole bunch of different loadouts and everything that I can do. So being a little bit limited in there made the game a little bit simpler, which is good and bad, I guess, in that area, but that doesn't mean that it was a bad game at all. So yeah, a solid 8 out of 10 for Fate Tactics, and that obviously will conclude my playthrough of Fate Tactics. I am not going to be doing a new game plus, at least not. I'm not gonna record it, and I'm gonna be moving on to a new game. Now, I don't know what that new game is going to be, but I am going to look at what's releasing here soon, and I am going to pick a game and do that. So as usual, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you've made it all the way from the start all the way to now, definitely thank you for being there. And if you've liked the video or the series in general, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And it looks like we're done. Yep. Alright, so that's it, folks. Thank you.